And welcome back to the Disneyland Resort. Yesterday we were at Disneyland Park proper. Today we're over at Disney California Adventure with not one but two people. We have Mike Celestino
Hello,
and Eric, whose last name I keep forgetting.
Eric. You forgot your last name again. Goldman.
Goldman. I knew it starts with gold. I can't remember if it's Berg or Man, but I'll get it now. But anyway, we are checking
Eric
out
Goldberg is the creator of the Goldbergs.
That's Adam.
Adam Goldberg. I'm
Adam
sorry.
F.
Is there an
Goldberg, not
Eric
to be confused with
Goldberg?
the actor.
I'm sure there is.
I that seems very possible. But anyway, we were over at Disney California Adventure Day checking out the start of Festival of the Holidays, which I think does it officially kick off tomorrow?
Yeah, it's soft open today. It is the night before. 'Twas the night before the opening of the holiday season at
And
the
as Eric
Disneyland
said
Resort.
beforehand, it's the last day to get Halloween food. So even though all the stuff is up for Christmas, this is really like the Jack Skellington Day, where you can still get your Halloween treats, but it's
Okay.
all Christmas otherwise.
Yesterday I complained about that. What was it? Some kind of Halloween churro or something that we saw.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
I
true. I
guess it
forgot. I
lasts.
wasn't even thinking.
Let us have it. Let us have 2 extra weeks.
Hello, Francis. Thanks for joining us. And yes, we are live. So if you have any comments or requests, we do have a bit of a time crunch today because you got to get to your next special show. You got to see the Mirabelle show, which they
Yeah.
announced just like a week ago, I feel like. You got to see that.
we can't publicize what the other show is, by the way. So,
Oh, okay. Well, they announced another
Mum's
new
the
show
word on that.
recently. I don't know if it's happening today or not, but you might want to just stand somewhere.
yeah. Maybe you'll wind up in the right spot.
Perhaps. I mean, it is soft. Things are soft opening, so
Yes, we saw the Mirabelle's Christmas Wish.
I don't
The title.
know.
Somebody's blocking the path of the trolley.
they're chaining themselves to the track to make sure they don't close it early next year or whenever it's supposed to close.
Yeah.
They're just getting a
But there's
jump
a
on
nice
that.
Christmas tree up here in DCA. And here in front of Carthay Circle Restaurant, you might see some people hanging out there for some reason.
Spontaneous gathering of people.
It's like
Some
it's
of them
a flash
are
mob.
familiar to us.
And then last night across the Esplanade, you guys got to see a surprise showing of whatever the Christmas show that's been there for Believe in Holiday Magic.
Yes, we
Which
saw
you can
the
watch a
We've Been
video of
Holiday
on our
Magic
YouTube.
fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah. After the really, really impressive Tiana's Bayou Adventure grand opening party, they really went all out for that. I was kind of blown away. And then the grand finale of the party was just so incredible. Really well done.
Yeah, you had Disney legend Anika Noni Rose, presumably future Disney legend Jennifer Lewis, and then PJ Morton, who did the special Spice song for the attraction, also on hand performing. And yeah, so you were asking, because we've seen some comments about this kind of being like almost like a reprise of a show. So I remember that they had the Tiana's River Bell or Riverboat Jubilee, whatever it was called. I think they had one at Magic Kingdom, but I thought didn't they also have one at like Disneyland a long time ago? So I don't know if it was basically just that, but obviously with stars.
Okay. They did not have Anika Noni Rose there for every performance of that.
No, I mean
Previous show?
she does have other jobs. She's probably best known for Princess and the Frog, but she's done other things in the past 15 years.
Thought I'd duck in here and show off one of the Festival of Holidays food kiosks. This is Grandma's Recipes. It's got barbacoa tamal de res, Did you try any of this?
I did not try any of these.
Okay.
Cookie dough Yule log was great, but it sounds so filling that I
That
did
sounds
not,
filling.
not get it today.
You used the words cookie dough and log. That already sounds filling.
Yeah. I do like that they've learned their lesson and not put a kiosk over there downhill, because did you see when it flooded last year?
No,
Yeah,
I missed
because
that.
we had huge storms and
Yeah.
they had to close it.
Oh.
Because they've learned their lesson to
No,
not put a kiosk.
I didn't
in
know about that at all.
section. Yeah. I was here for that ill-fated day.
Let's see if we could find a way out of here. We find
like
a
when
way out.
The construction of Toontown, they're like, oh, it was delayed due to winter storms. And I'm like, winter storms makes it sound like you got snow. That you had storms that happened in the winter. There's a difference.
Merry Mashups is the next kiosk here. There's a holiday mash bowl.
Which I paid for, but I was too full to eat yet. So before I leave, I have to remember
Okay.
that I have a receipt that I actually need to turn in to get that.
So
That's right. He pre-buys his food. He's like, I'm gonna want this later, so I'm gonna give you money.
well, yeah,
and
that's the
ensure.
strategy. It's not really a big deal right now because there's nobody in line to pay for anything. But during the weekend, those lines can get pretty long.
And isn't this technically also like it's a soft opening?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
open today.
Right. Some people don't know that it's open really. But yeah, once this festival gets going, you're going to want to place all your orders at the same time and then go and pick up your
So that
foods at all the
They
different
allow you
kiosks.
to do, like, you can just place for multiple kiosks at one
Yes.
space. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's the trick.
Do they have the
hack,
sip and
as
savor
the
again
kids
this
say.
year?
Yeah, in fact, can you show your sip and savor without revealing the code? Yes.
There you go.
Nice. And these are, it looks like that one's scannable again, right?
Yes, no more tabs to pull off.
Yeah, because last year they were still like mid-transition. They were some
Yeah.
people, they're like, you might end up with tabs still. So I guess that must have worked out if they are rolling
Right.
the scannable one out.
I definitely like this system more if it works, which I'm assuming it has been. But the whole thing with the tabs, I was always like scared they were going to fall off because they would, if you had removed the tabs yourself, they wouldn't accept them.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I had
But
someone,
did like
I
the
think they
easy
still
visual
accepted it.
reminder of how many I had left. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Eric says he liked
That
that.
too.
He liked knowing. Yeah, he heard him. Okay.
I heard
Go
it. But
ahead,
yeah,
Kyle,
no,
what were you saying?
I once had a cast member, they accepted my tab, but they chastised me a little bit for breaking it off
Yes.
slightly too early. I'm like, I was just trying to help you. I see you have a big line, so I thought that me breaking it off 30 seconds ahead of time would help facilitate you getting through that, but I apologize, since clearly I'm just, must be counterfeiting these tabs if I don't take it off in front of you.
Sure, thank you.
yeah.
It's a variety of Mickey sweaters, holiday sweaters.
Zipper or
Looks
no
warm.
zipper?
Yeah.
How many people do
Looks
you
warm,
think,
yeah.
after the sun goes down, come and buy those because they forget how cold Southern California gets immediately after the sun goes down?
Hey, it's good for Disney. Raking in the bucks when it gets chilly. There's a snowman loungefly, Mickey snowman bag. I don't know if it's Mickey. It's just a snowman with Mickey ears.
He could be cosplaying. We don't know.
Yeah. And then all our
That's kinda cute.
favorites.
That's the elf look. That's new for this year. Mickey and Minnie have those looks, and you can also get a popcorn bucket that has the Mickey in his elf costume, and it's just a generic elf, but it is kind of funny that they kind of look like Buddy and Jovi with like the pink and the green.
What's going on with Donald here? It looks like Donald has a bloody nose.
Oh, he does.
He's not angry enough, as we know.
You
Maybe
cut
he's
out
holding in
Kyle,
his
I
anger.
disagree. Okay.
I was saying Donald's not angry enough, so maybe he's holding in his anger and it's
Oh yeah,
causing
yeah.
his nose to bleed.
There you go.
I got nosebleeds in high school from stage fright, so maybe that's Donald's thing too. It's just like stressing out.
I don't know if I've ever had a nosebleed except for the time where I broke my nose. Obviously, my nose bled, but that's a little bit different.
Yeah. How did
But
you
we're not
break
here to
your
talk about
nose? Are
nose
you willing to say?
How did I break it?
Yeah.
So I was on a playground, and it was one of those, you know how they have like the platform and there's kind of like a curved ladder that goes up to it.
Yeah.
I was on like the last thing, and I jumped onto the platform, not seeing that there was a bar up above the platform, and smacked my nose into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
And
had a
then
pretty bad
yeah.
playground injury as a kid too, but it was I'd chipped my tooth that eventually just died, and I had to have multiple root canals and everything.
Yikes.
That
Are
sounds
we
worse,
getting to
even.
any kiosks that you've eaten at yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I ate both of these. This is it. This is my plate.
Okay, here Eric can give us some insight to the food here.
What is this one
At
called? A twist of tradition? On
Twist
tradition?
on Tradition.
Yeah.
So Eric, why don't you point at the menu there and tell us what you ate and what you thought of it?
Turkey Galentine croissant muffin slider, which is way too long a name. It's really good, but it's too top heavy. It kept toppling over on my plate, like before I could get to it. It was like literally tipping over, and it's very messy. So it's like it's not an easy on the go food. Like you really need to sit. Maybe you should even have a fork and knife because that sucker's gonna go over. And if you pick it up and eat it, you're gonna get cranberry sauce everywhere. This was the one I
I
was
buried
most
Paul?
excited.
What'd you say?
I said I buried Paul? What?
I buried Paul. Yes. Deep cut Beatles reference there. Gotcha.
And the one I was most excited about of everything this year, the barbecue pulled pork cornbread bake, because those are just magic words together. Cornbread and pulled pork together. And I thought it was pretty damn good. It's the pulled pork is underneath the cornbread. You basically like break through the cornbread to get to the pulled pork. I found it very tasty. My only thing I didn't like was the creamy slaw, which was kind of tart. That's probably on purpose. I feel like they wanted it to not be another sweet thing with sweet cornbread and sweet pork. But I didn't like the coleslaw, but the rest was very good.
So I've learned that when I have someone on screen during these, find myself smiling and nodding as if you can see me, and you can't. So, but I was being very polite and paying attention.
I'm not even doing that, and I'm here.
Appreciate it nonetheless, though I couldn't see it.
So I just fair warning, we are getting to the point in the park where the signal usually is starts to struggle, but
we call it
we'll
Struggle
try.
Street.
Yeah, Struggle Street. This one's called Winter Slider Land.
The same thing. It's the register.
It's got beef brisket slider and al pastor, pork and pineapple slider. Ooh, jelly donut punch.
Yeah.
Oh, that jelly donut punch is interesting. Yeah, cookie butter and lemon juice. Okay.
Why?
And that punch was non-alcoholic, so if I was gonna be there, I could have that.
Nice.
It's a nice sunset.
Yeah, sun's going down.
Sun's getting real low.
I'm gonna take a detour and go to the right here.
There is a kiosk down there.
Yeah.
The Embarcadero gifts. How many actual like rides have you had a chance to do in the past 2 days?
Well, I personally did Tiana 6 times yesterday,
Wow.
and that's it.
Attractions? He's asking how many.
Yes, how many rides we've done?
So yeah, I did Tiana 3 times, but I did Haunted Mansion, well, obviously Nightmare Before Christmas version of Haunted Mansion last night, which meant I got to experience being in the stretching room with one other person and then being by myself in the portrait room. I let her go ahead, and I just was in the portrait room by myself, and I got on a doom buggy with nobody anywhere around me, and that was an interesting, surreal experience.
And this was during the
That's
party?
During the
creepy.
party, because people were going to Tiana if they were going
Yeah.
to either of the rides. Yeah.
Right. There's holiday
they didn't bring-
duets. Yeah,
They
go
didn't
ahead,
bring
Kyle.
back the crusty face yet, did they?
No, that disappeared pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
No, wait.
There was like we kind of made the assumption that it was supposed to be a reference to Krusty the Clown in Haunted Mansion Holiday on one of the Jack in the Box boxes.
And then
This
the other
year.
one from
And-
the Inside Out clown.
Yes, and the other one looked like the clown from Inside Out, whose name I don't ever remember. But we put up an article about it, and I think the following week it was gone.
Wow. Even an Easter egg to The Simpsons might have been too much. Theme park representation.
Yeah.
Disney.
They made it look
Universal's got that
decently
exclusive.
different, but you could see what they did to make it not quite as obvious, but you could also see like what they were working from. Like we found two
Right.
photos where it was like, in my opinion, undeniable.
I
Other
would
people's
agree.
opinion, they were trying to deny it.
And I remember Jeremiah pointing out, like the fact that we observed it is going to change it, and it was indeed.
I mean, I also knew that was going to be the case, but that's not going to stop me from doing it because somebody else will do it.
Holiday duet, savory. I don't know this word. Kugel.
Yep.
Mac and cheese, chorizo, queso fundido mac and cheese. That's a vegetarian.
That
And a
sounds
holiday-
delicious, and it also sounds like it's vegetarian, so it's not real chorizo, clearly. But yeah, fundido, just that word makes me think of Casa Bonita or something.
Yes. Speaking of which, I'm going to Casa Bonita in January.
I know.
Very-
I'm,
did I
I'm
tell you that
excited for
already?
you. I need to watch
Okay.
that documentary still.
That's great. We loved it. We saw it at in the theater at Alamo Draft House. Cranberry Christmas Mule here at the Holiday Duets.
I appreciate that one of the menu options is both types of mac and cheese. That speaks to me.
Somebody's meet and greet is here.
Yeah.
I forget who they have in front of this backdrop. It's probably starting tomorrow.
Let's see if we can
Got the
guess.
holiday gear. No gear.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't recall. That backdrop's been here before.
It could be
Holiday
like
season.
a Santa or a holiday version of one of the Sensational Six too. We don't know.
Could be.
As we stroll around there, yeah, there's plenty more kiosks around the corner. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to let us know. We're happy to answer them or acknowledge them. We have another 25 minutes or so in our stream, at least on the upper end.
Right, beat up.
Here's some more holiday merch. We got the Spirit jersey. Another Mickey sweater. Mickey and Minnie plushes.
Very nice. Oh, that's adorable. I love Winnie the Pooh.
A plaid Mickey jacket.
Ooh, I like that bag with Chip and Dale and their toques and this like candy cane striping. That's fun.
They're painting the candy cane.
Oh, that's cool. I like that a lot.
I don't know why they need the other colors though.
They're planning ahead. It's the same price if you
another-
get all the colors or one color. So
Right. Different Loungefly bag. Santa bucket hat with Mickey ears.
Got a 420 hat Chippendale. That's
yeah.
a thing this year. This picture frame.
that's cute. For all those oval-shaped photos you have.
Couple magnets for your car or refrigerator.
Oh, that's a fun one. That spirit jersey with the
Yeah.
different
Very
designs.
colorful. Yep.
Yeah. Is it just a regular spirit jersey, or is it kind of fuzzy?
It's I
Looks
would
like a
say it's a
regular one.
regular one.
Okay, they do have.
Doesn't-
I don't remember where, but I do think they have some like fluffier ones, even warmer than normal.
Baby Mickey. Baby Mickey's first Christmas.
Oh, good for baby Mickey.
Hanukkah.
Yeah, I think Christmas and Hanukkah line up pretty well this year. A lot of this stuff, the Hanukkah stuff especially, I know you can get on DisneyStore.com and probably some of the other stuff, but it's a little bit harder to
This
say,
is
'cause
kind of
there's
a
lot more
forced
of it to
pun.
even.
This is how
Yeah.
we roll with the dreidel.
Yeah,
really, it's you spin a
you
dreidel.
spin a
wait a
dreidel.
minute. That hadn't occurred to me until you pointed it out.
But this is how we spin's not a saying.
So let's go for a spin. I don't know.
They should sell Mickey Gelt.
Man, it's dry and ready. My dreidel, I will roll. It's play in the song. It's not spin, but you got the idea.
Yeah, because you don't make it out of Klin. Which booth do we have over here, Michael?
Brews and Bites. This is where you'll get your beer.
And I can give you
Okay.
one more food review from this.
Oh, and Eric tried one of these food
The
items.
chicken chicharron.
Okay. What'd you think of that, Eric?
I don't have a much. I mean, not a complicated review. I thought it was tasty. I thought, yeah, it was just a good, tasty. I like the crunch with the chicharron with the chicken. I recommend it.
So there's one down on the left.
Nice. At first, I thought you said bruised and not bruise. So.
Brews and Bites. They've all been dropped on the floor.
Yeah, like a bruised tomato or something. I don't know.
How we doing on signal wise?
Holding up.
Okay.
I will also say your stream last night looked really good. And I don't know if it's because you were so close to the castle or because you were direct to YouTube, but I was like, I can see and hear this well.
I think it's my new phone, maybe.
Okay. Shout out to
Get
your
credit to that.
iPhone 16 something, I presume.
15 Pro,
Oh, 15 Pro.
which I got for D23 this
Nice.
year. In advance of D23, I should say.
Is it too windy for the Golden Zephyr? Is it down? Oh, no, I think I see people up there.
Nope. Yeah, people are boarding right now.
All right. Well, then there must be absolutely no breeze over 2 miles per hour.
Thank you.
Is that the last booth? Oh, you're okay.
That was the last one down here.
Okay. Are there more in Hollywood land?
There's one.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's got the oh man, I'm forgetting what the garlic never mind if they have. It's really good. It's back every year and I can't remember what it is.
So there's not
Yeah,
as
Eric-
many booths as I would have thought, honestly, because I feel like
Yeah.
for like even
Food and wine.
Well, not even food and wine. The last one that I went to, right before COVID, was the Lunar New Year, and I feel like even that had like at least between 3 and 5 booths along that stretch that you just walked.
Yeah, it does feel like.
Oh, it's the braised pork belly that they have every year with garlic rice. It is one of my favorites. So that's the only thing over there.
Sounds
With a
good.
couple other desserts.
And we're getting close to where they host Viva Navidad, which will only be on weekends.
Does that
this
include
year, the parade
tomorrow?
itself. I think it's only Saturdays and Sundays because I think they're doing the other 2 shows, the Mirabelle one and then the other one that we won't talk about, like Bruno.
That's really strange. Do you think
They're
that's
doing
like
that Monday through Friday.
Do you think they're using that as a way to get people to come during the week?
Well, my theory is like if you look at the blockout dates, annual pass holders are usually blocked out more on the weekends, so
Yeah.
maybe they're just trying to disperse them on the weekdays by having 2 different shows that they'll catch and open up availability for other people, especially across the Esplanade, the new attraction that's going to be open.
Right.
But yeah, I guess it also probably saves them money. Apparently, those 2 shows combined are cheaper to run than Viva Navidad.
Huh. That's
I mean,
interesting.
just based on the way they're doing it, I don't have any numbers or evidence of that.
Well, this is where we saw Mirabelle's Christmas Wish earlier. It looks like they're getting ready. I don't know what time do we know what time the next performance is? They're coming up?
Well, it's soft opening, so we don't know.
Right. I mean, we know, but we're not supposed to tell anybody. They did give us the times, but
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to the Disneyland app and see if it happens to say, because I don't know anything. So if it's in there, then
Okay. Eric's
that's
looking
why
it
they
up
want
on
people to
her.
use the.
If it's 4, what time is it now? 4:12. If it's 4:15, we should watch it on the live stream.
Let's see.
4:45. Okay.
Okay.
Don't tell anybody I said that. So we unfortunately have to go and get in line, get a spot for the other show that I'm not supposed to say what it is, or when it is, or where it is. Pretend I said nothing.
Or anything it is. Oh, there's the Golden Zephyr going.
It's a thing of
Okay, so
beauty.
if you were wondering, Lightning Lane Multi-Pass is $36 per guest today. Disney California Adventures open until 9 p.m. So there's in the app, I don't think it's performing today because there's no times, but there's a band called Tina and the Sounds of Celebration, and all I can hear is Tina Belcher going, Yes, there's nothing in the app about any types of shows happening tonight, so.
Okay.
Weird.
My wife and I love Bob's Burgers, but it's become a running joke in our household how far behind we are in the show.
Oh.
Like a few days ago, we watched the Halloween episode from 2022, I think, and that's where we are. Like we haven't seen anything past that.
Let me see when it came out. There's a holiday episode that you'll need to watch this year. It's one that I think Mike Mack has confessed to me made him cry.
Like cry because he was laughing so hard, or cry emotionally?
Cry because it's an emotional, not sad. It's just an emotional, sweet episode.
Okay.
And let me see which season that was, but it was a holiday episode.
I enjoyed the movie. I liked the Bob's Burgers movie.
Can I
That's
tell you
good.
how excited we were after the movie, the next season that premiered, they updated the intro to incorporate a bit from the movie, and we're like, oh, there it is. It's very exciting.
Nice.
Okay, so the episode, it's top rated on IMDb with a 9.6. This was the
Wow.
season 13, episode 10, aired December 11th, 2022. I'd recommend you
Oh,
watch
so
that
we're
this
almost
holiday
up to that
season.
one because we just watched
Perfect.
the 2022 Halloween episode.
Okay, yeah, so that should be your goal this holiday season, is to make sure you get
Okay.
to that one.
We will make it a goal.
I bet you can get there.
But they churn them out. You know, it's one of those rare shows that we still watch that is like 22 episodes a year. Not like all the 8-episode streaming shows that we've gotten used to.
Yeah. What's weird is when you go back and watch the early Bob's Burgers, you see how much edgier it was, and not like Family Guy edgy, but definitely more than it is now. So
Yeah.
it's interesting to see that tone shift over time and them really embrace like the family dynamic and the heart of the show.
Yeah, I've enjoyed all of that guy's Lauren Bouchard's
Yes,
stuff.
as you approved of me talking about Dr. Katz the other day.
Yeah. I first knew him from Dr. Katz, but then Home Movies is pretty good.
Yeah. Yes, how would Bob's Burgers be in Squiggle Vision?
Say it again. I heard Squiggle Vision, but I didn't hear the first part.
Oh, I just said, how would Bob's Burgers be in Squiggle Vision?
Yeah. Well, I have seen, I'm sure you've seen that like early test footage, or maybe it was a pilot for Bob's Burgers where the characters were like all even uglier than they are now.
And Tina was a
Like
boy.
The, Tracy Ullman Simpsons.
Yeah. And I think like, I want to say, I don't know if it was in that footage or whatever, but I know that part of the original conceit of the show was that they were secretly cannibals.
Yeah. I don't think that actually made it into the short that you're talking about, but that was the original
Yeah.
plan. But then they kind of played on that as a joke in the original thing. But yeah, then Tina was
Yeah.
a boy, still voiced by Dan Mintz, but
Yeah.
Tina was Dan, or maybe not Dan, but it was a different. And if you watch the actual aired first episode, it has all the same lines. They just changed the pronouns of the other character.
Yeah. That's funny.
Getting a little choppy, but we'll make it through.
Oh. Surprised this is not usually the area where that happens.
Over by what was the Blue Sky Cellar and is now a DVC something or other. The Cars Land Snowman. World famous.
When I was here last week, the snowman car was already here, but the Halloween cars posters were still up. It was an interesting mashup.
Another Jack Skellington Sandy Claus
Yeah.
anomaly.
That's what happens when two holidays collide.
Does Avengers Campus do anything for holiday decor? I know you don't have a ton of time to walk
I
through
don't
it.
know.
I'm just wondering.
We could probably swing through. They used to do the Hawkeye show, replaced
Oh, yeah.
Right.
the Avengers Assemble show. Even last year they were doing that. So I don't know if that's carrying over to this holiday season. Yeah. Yeah, we could head through there.
I've only been to that Avengers Campus once.
Ready?
Spider-Man. Getting real low inside of that kid.
It's a little. It happens.
Wow. Nice long line to meet Spidey.
Yeah. He's very popular.
So yeah, it doesn't look like there's a lot of holiday accoutrement.
So when they, in the past, when they have done that Hawkeye show, the railing
Yes.
on the Avengers HQ building would have like garland wrapped around it and a few decorations here and there, but I don't see that right now. I don't know if that's going to be added overnight, but I will check. I'll check tomorrow. If not, then I guess they have done away with it.
How dare they? What they should do is bring in another tree that's like the Rockefeller Center one, and then you could be referencing Hawkeye, but then also the new short on Disney Plus about the owl that gets stuck in the tree.
Oh, I haven't seen that short.
I don't know if it's out yet, but we reviewed it, so it's coming soon. If
And
it's not
there's
out already.
also like a Taika Waititi short about a octopus.
Yeah, and that
right?
one's on. So that's on YouTube, which is also interesting because you can watch, if you want to watch the new assembled about the making of Deadpool and Wolverine, you can watch that on Disney Plus. But if you want to watch the assembled about the making of Agatha All Along, that's on YouTube. So I don't know why they're putting things on YouTube that they could be putting on Disney Plus. I can't complain because I can watch it either way, but it's just
Right.
kind of an odd choice to me.
Yeah. You have to wonder what goes into those decisions.
But yeah, apparently that Taika short that I haven't watched yet has some references to Disney properties and stuff throughout that I'm interested to see.
I would like to watch that as well. I'm a fan of his work.
Maybe one day he'll make that Star Wars movie.
We'll see.
No one's protecting Avengers Campus right now.
What time do you have?
You got 7 minutes.
4:23.
Okay, so I think we'll go look at that last kiosk in Hollywood
Awesome.
Land, and we'll probably wrap it up over there.
Sounds good. And this is the kiosk that during Pixar Fest had the like anger mac and cheese. Is that in the same area? Kind of over
Right,
by Monsters? Okay.
Correct.
This is the ride that I always forget is technically in Avengers Campus because, like, when they were announcing that they're opening like a fourth ride, I was like, "Where? What's the third?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah." That.
Oh yeah, the ride that opened several years before the land.
Kind of like how Universal calls Epic Universe their fourth gate. I'm like, it's your third. And I know this because when they put out signs that say theme parks full, and then they say Volcano Bay available, well, now you just called yourself out.
Hey, don't you guys think that the red cars here should have a little platform on the back to be Eddie Gallion? Those kids and jump on.
That would
Gotta
be
avoid
fun.
you're gonna get a few hop-ons.
Yeah, see?
Also owned by Disney now.
Eddie couldn't do it. Exactly. My favorite Disney character. And now we go to the area that's going to stay exactly the same forever. We're sure of it. There's no way they're going to change anything.
Some nice garland above there. Ooh.
Oh, Wizards Beyond Waverly Place.
Photo op, yeah.
I hadn't noticed that yet. I haven't been by here yet.
I'm sure it's themed.
No Selena Gomez part of it though.
Apparently that show's doing pretty
Did
well.
not sign off on theme park rights for it. For a
I hope
cameo.
it gets a second season, and I hope they bring back Hugh Normus.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, yeah.
It's a character from the original show that happens to be played by a friend of mine.
Oh, okay. All right, here we have our final food kiosk
We
for.
did it. All the
Festival of
completionists
Holidays.
watching are very happy.
It is called Favorite Things.
And it has a favorite thing.
All right.
If they don't have
Eric,
schnitzel with noodle, I don't know what we're doing here.
tell me what you like
I mean,
about.
again, that braised pork, I do get that several times every year. That is a favorite thing of mine, so it lives up to the name.
Braised pork belly.
They don't have raindrops on roses and
Right.
whiskers on kittens.
I cannot speak to the favorite thing status of the other two, but I guess there are some other people's favorite thing.
All right, should we wrap her up?
Let's wrap her up. Tied up with string. Those were a few of our favorite things. So, yeah, thank you for tuning in. Over on the YouTube channel, as we said earlier, you can catch. Unfortunately, it won't be offered to the public, but you can check out the exclusive performance from last night with Anika Noni Rose and Jennifer Lewis and PJ Morton. You can also check out the fireworks from last night, the Believe in Holiday Magic, and you can check out the video of Mirabelle's and maybe some other videos coming on the way. So make sure you subscribe, ring the bell so that you know when we go live, and we'll see you real soon here on Laughing Plays.
Bye.